Well, hello there, everybody in YouTube land. This is me, Tony Grillo here. Gonna do video number 4. Since I parked my truck here, I'm in Sawyer, Michigan, at this little truck stop, and I have a few minutes to make another video about one of my. Well, actually, I'm gonna do 2 Facebook posts here. I was looking up one post I was trying to find, and I found this one. It was dated April 16th, 2015. And at that time, I'd been divorced maybe, I can't remember if it was a year or 2. I can't remember exactly. I've never been great with dates. All I know is that my marriage after 12 years, I my wife wanted a divorce, and things were bad, I'll admit it. Financially we were just fine. We both worked like our tails off, and we had no debt, but we worked so much, and we just I think we lost focus in our relationship, and I'd put on a lot of weight, and I was kind of crabby, and I even had to get a CPAP machine. And we just, there was no intimacy at all. I drove semi, and she would call me to find out when I'd come home, and then she'd take off so that she didn't have to see me. She'd be gone all weekend, and I was just left with my black lab. But anyway, we did get divorced on, of all days, my birthday in February, and now I think this might have been a year later. And I can't remember if I was dating the very first girl I was in a relationship with. Happened probably about almost a year after my divorce. I started dating a girl named Nellie, and anyways, she was just awesome. I was crazy in love with her, and I thought, she was very slim. And I thought, God, I gotta lose weight because I look like this fat old guy standing next to her. So I did. I went on an exercise program, and I counted calories, and I dropped 100 pounds in 6 months. And so anyways, I started feeling good about myself, and so I wrote this post, and I'll share this with you real quick. I wrote, "Hi everyone, love trucking now that winter's over and the smile is coming back. I still make mistakes, but I'm trying to do right. The hardest thing I have had to do is forgive and let the past go. But I still can't get myself to pray for the ex yet. I still have trouble. I think it's been, 12 years now? I still haven't I haven't really forgiven her. I still hold that rage, and I think part of it, for me losing all that weight and everything, was the fact that I remember one time she said to me, you are so fat and ugly, there's no woman's ever going to want you. And that really made me mad. And I was like, I'm going to show her. I'm going to date the most beautiful women I can meet. And and I did throw up a lot of pictures on Facebook of all the girls that I went out with, and kind of a phase I went through. I kind of did it just to, show her and my entire family and her family that, I'll be just fine. My kids, everything. But anyways, we'll get back to reading this. I also realized that things aren't always black and white, and people aren't just good and bad. Good people do dumb things, even exes and myself. Einstein said, if you've never made mistakes, then you never lived. I am, however, very thankful to my family, especially Jerry Grillo, my cousin in Milwaukee, and my friends, the fire department. I was a volunteer fire department with 2 different departments, Kleiman and Lowell. And I was also, we kind of all worked together. Reesville's in there too. We worked with Reesville. All 3 of us worked together, and just great guys over there. I was there, 15 years, but I was a truck driver, so I had a hard time doing drills and making it to a lot of calls. I could do calls on weekends, but finally I moved out of there, and I moved from that town, and I moved towards Milwaukee, and I had to give it up. But I do miss those guys. Great group of guys, and my coworkers who have helped me through, get this new chapter in my life. My future is wide open with many possibilities, and I'm starting to look forward to the new adventure. And then I put up a picture of me. This was me when I looked like back then, and this was before I kind of grew out the full beard. I remember I did not have any hair, facial hair, in the girl Nellie I was dating. She said, "I think you'd look really good with a beard." And so I started growing out a beard for her. And yeah, I did. I started losing weight, and I started getting skinny there. So that was that post. And then the one I was looking for is right over here. Yeah, here's a post right here. April 23rd, 2017. Ran 6 miles today. 8 yesterday. Lost 7 pounds since last Sunday. Wearing my tight 34s. Not buying any more 34s. Only own 2 pair. So have 5 nice pairs of 32s. So I'm trying to get back into running maybe a half marathon, and I did do that half marathon. So anyways, and then this post is kind of funny because this was August 1st, 2020, so this was like 4 years later, and I've been in the dating world off and on for about 12 years. So I've been in 4 relationships that I can call solid relationships, maybe 5. I was with one girl for about 3 weeks, and then we broke up. But so I guess I could say 5, maybe 5 relationships in that 12-year period. So most of the time I've been single, but I wrote, "Hi peeps, taking doggy to the park, and Ed Sheeran is on the radio singing about dancing in the dark. So you between my arms, dancing barefoot in the grass, listening to their favorite song, LOL. At least I got my doggy to dance in the dark with." Well, I feel like it. I sometimes enjoy sharing with all of you, my beautiful Facebook friends, my life in the single world. And these days it seems dating is done by social media through either dating apps or Facebook. On dating apps, you wind up spending several weeks and weeks wading through thousands of profiles before finding a few that perk your interest. Then on the ones you find interesting, it's a must to read their bio. You have to come up with a nice, sincere greeting based from some of their interests. It doesn't matter how attractive you are. Ladies like reading something more in the greeting than just, "Hey, LOL." So from out of all those months going through all of those profiles, you may have sent out 20 greetings that you hope they even read. Then from the 20 greetings you sent out from the thousands you waited through for all those months, you might just get lucky from after all of that time and get one response, LOL. And that's the reality of dating today. So it's really nice surprise when a message from out of nowhere suddenly appears. It reads, "Hey, I think you are cute. So yeah." And this was kind of funny because I was with a girl named Dee, and well, we were together for, I don't know, probably about 2 years. And then we broke up for about 3 months. And during this 3-month period that we broke up, this is when I met this girl right here. And it's funny because I was talking to her. She sent me this message and we started talking. And I started telling her that, I've kind of written about some of my one and out, because she's talked about she wanted to get together and go on a date, and she had just broken up in a relationship, and she saw a response that I wrote on one of her friends' Facebook posts, and she thought I looked cute, and so she, her daughter's like, "I think it's time." She broke up, and then she's starting a new life, and raising her kids, and her daughter came up to her and said, "I think it's time, Mom, that you start dating. Let's go through these apps." And she goes, "Well, yeah, I'll go through apps, but first, there's this guy here that I'm kind of interested in. I loved his comment. He was so dang funny that I may want to ask him out." And so uh, he did. And and so so she did. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a sec. So anyways, she um, she decided to message me, and I was like the very first guy. She'd been in a relationship for a long time. I don't know how many years, maybe 8, 9, 10 years. And so I was like the very first guy she was gonna go on a date with. But and so so here's the rest of the story. And then I kind of told her too. I jokingly told her that, you know, I've had a lot of one and outs. I told her about some of my disaster dates because she loved hearing those stories. And I said, so, and she goes, well, are you going to write about me if I'm a one and out? And I said, I don't know. I just might. And I think she kind of liked that, you know. That made her even more interested. She's like, yeah, I would love to have somebody write about me. And so anyways, I'll finish reading this. I'm not even Facebook friends with this person. Apparently she liked a funny comment I made on a mutual friend's Facebook post and saw I was single. So you check out the profile and see a very attractive lady with lots of happy pics. Then you look for the signs that this person is real, like tagged pics or comments from relatives or people you might know. And when you're pretty confident this person is real, then you have to decide, should I respond? I see she lives 6.5 hours away. Why so far? I'm in Milwaukee. She's up by Minneapolis. LOL. But one thing I know is that life doesn't throw too many smart, happy, beautiful ladies your way. So why not? Let's say hi. And for the next week, you talk and laugh and text, and it's clear that both she and I are really enjoying each other. I seem to be on fire and saying everything right. That's not always the case. A lot of times, I blow it, you know, when we're talking, and I'll say something I maybe shouldn't have said, or I make a joke or whatever, and then the girl never wants to talk to me again. But here we go. She laughs at my no big purse rule, which I talked about in one video, and hearing about one date that was a jukebox hog and kept playing the most god-awful music I've ever heard in my entire life. You know, I will do a video on that post. I actually did write about that date. Then on the car ride home, a song I love comes on the radio, and she asked me to change the station because she doesn't like Eminem. That is one of my rules. I will not date a girl that does not like Eminem. I'm like, no, this is my favorite song. I finally get to hear something good, and I'm not shutting this song off. And that was how that one and out evening ended. LOL. So we joke about her winding up being another one of my one and outs, and she's like, you have to stay Facebook friends with me no matter what, because I want to read what you write about me if I become a one and out. And I get a run with my semi up by her, so we decide to meet. And she loves the Packers, and her favorite color is pink, so I picked her up a very cool pink Rodgers jersey. I do this because a gift is a nice thing to do for an awesome lady that decides to take a chance on you, and I hope that if I never see her again, she has pleasant memories of me when she sees that jersey hanging in her closet and puts it on. So we meet and spend the weekend talking and walking my dog because he came along, and we have a great time. Not only is she beautiful, but her story is one of a mother that just recently got away from a cheating relationship and overcame alcoholism and is now a rising star as a corporate executive for the company she is now employed with. She laughs when I call her ex A-Rod because he has the same name as the Packer quarterback. And I see her laughing as she tells me how she kept catching him cheating on her and lying about it. So she packed everything up and got her and the kids out of there and found a great new place in a fun new city to begin a whole new life full of promise and, I hope, happiness. And she told me about the cheating from her ex. I realize A-Rod is an idiot for letting her get away. Not once did I see any bitterness from her, and she tells me she could have cheated right back on him many times but never did. And I realize I've just met someone that's not only beautiful, smart, and funny, but she's someone of the highest integrity. She has a great relationship with their kids, and they see it. She's on the fast track at work, so they obviously see it. And from my talks with her, I see it as well, and it makes her 1,000 times more attractive in my eyes. Dating didn't really even cross her mind until her oldest daughter said, "Ma, it's time." Her daughter wanted her to jump on a dating site, and she just said, "Let me message this guy first." And I was honored and flattered she chose me to be her first date. And our Sunday date was spent eating a wonderful lunch from a roving Chinese food truck at a beach and grabbing ice cream and throwing bean bags at the beanbag toss, where I won both our matches, even though she kept putting way more bean bags on the boards than I did. And our date got cut short because her daughter needed her mom and wanted to come home, and she had to say goodbye, and I wouldn't expect anything else from a lady I want to date. She puts her kids ahead of having a much needed good time with me, and that was it. Since that time together, the texts have disappeared and the phone calls dried up. And that happens more often than I would like, but that is the dating world. You think you're hitting the jackpot and suddenly you go bust. I don't know why she stopped talking to me. I figure it wasn't meant to be. Maybe all she needed was just someone fun to talk to. Maybe she's not ready, or I'm not what she's looking for. No biggie. I don't worry about things I can't change. And this beautiful lady, inside and out, has now become another one and out, and that's okay. I'm glad to have met her. She is a light in the world, and I have nothing but love and admiration for her. She makes me realize there are still beautiful people in this world, and I should never give up trying to find that one for me to love. And I'm still Facebook friends with her, so she will get to read about what I wrote about her as a one and out. I just hope she fondly thinks of me as I fondly think of her. Well, that's kind of funny, because when I finally did get into a relationship, she did unfriend me. So we aren't Facebook friends anymore. But she did get to read my post, and she told me she loved it. And she just loved it. Since she is now an official written about one and out date, I have to come up with a nickname to catalog her in the annuals of those that came before, like Big Purse Lady, Jukebox Hog, Snoopy Hater, and Wolf Girl. So I'll christen her as A-Rod's Loss. That's all I have to say. Me and Doggy are heading out for a hike. Happy Saturday to all my beautiful Facebook friends. Take chance and make every day amazing. Take chances and make every day amazing. And I did get 17 comments on this one, but what was really funny is that I got about 10 personal messages after I wrote this post, and some of the other ladies were like, "Oh my God, I was so touched by your post." And another girl said, "I wish someone would write about me like that, you know." And one lady that from Chicago that I've become really good friends with, she's a airline stewardess, and we've never met in person, but she said, "You know, I thought you were writing about me when you wrote that post." And she goes, "I was also in a similar situation, just like what you wrote about, and it just felt like everything you were saying was about me." And we've become great friends. I love her as a friend, and we chat, and she's going through some stuff. She has a kid that was in the hospital, and so I enjoy her friendship, and because of this post, we've become friends. So anyways, that's how I'm gonna end this post. And I hope it's not too long. I'm going to try to make them shorter. I'm still a rookie at this, so forgive me if they're too long. Hopefully I will be able to, if this channel does take off, I'll try to make it a little bit better, But it's just the beginning. And I guess I got to say what all those other people on YouTube channels say is, give me a like. Please give me a like, and please subscribe. And, that just helps. That helps me out. So get her done. Get her done, please. Just get her done. Give me the like. Give me a subscription. I want to see this channel grow. Help your boy out. I really appreciate it. I love you all. And I think I'm going to go with the name Wisconsin Hugs for my TV channel, because that's kind of how that was my tagline on Facebook. I always ended everything, except I didn't do it here on this post, but I usually ended all my posts with Wisconsin hugs because I live in Wisconsin. So originally from Minnesota, Coon Rapids, Minnesota, but I did move to Wisconsin, and now I spent more years of my life in Wisconsin than I ever did in Minnesota. But I consider both places my home. I love all the people there. I love all my Facebook friends. And, I just wish everybody here that watches my videos, I wish you a bunch of love too. And if you're single, hey, hang in there, man. So am I, There's a special someone out there. So, take care, everybody. Have a great night. Wisconsin hugs. I'm out of here.